Hey guys, it's Josh Bowen here from KENWOOD, and today I want to talk to you about one of our top-of-the-line receivers from KENWOOD in the eXcelon family, the DMX1057XR. So the DMX1057XR is one of our premium receivers here in the KENWOOD family. Now this one falls into the eXcelon category, which is the best of what we have to offer, and we spared no expense whenever putting together the parts and pieces required for the 10.1-inch floating panel models. Now, the first thing that you see when you look at one of our DMX1057XRs is the screen itself. Now, this screen, we actually implemented a full HD resolution display, but we didn't stop there. We also implemented a new process called optically bonding that you've never seen in any of our KENWOOD receivers before. Now, when you look at receiver screens, typically you'll have capacitive or clear resistive. This optically bonded process falls under the capacitive category, but we implemented a new technology, where in a traditional sense, there's a small air gap in between the outer and inner portion of the screens. We actually fill that with a clear resin-like substance. Now this helps us out for a couple of reasons. One, it helps the colors to be more colorful, gives you a brighter, more vivid display. But more importantly than that, on those bright sunny days, it allows the receiver screen to be bright and colorful without any sunlight dropout. It also helps to protect for the long-term life of this screen as well. So knowing that even in the screen itself, that process of great bells and whistles starts, you know that diving further, it's going to be full of even more goodies. Now, when we look at this, we know that it's part of the eXcelon family, which tells us many great features. For example, the 5-volt pre-outs, 2 audiophile grade components. But there's some new features that are found inside of this. For example, we built in the accessory control source, which allows you direct control to an IDLink Maestro RR2's 3 programmable outputs. This is a really cool source that I love to talk about because with the press of a button on your receiver screen, it gives you direct control of exterior components outside of the receiver's typical platform. For example, if you installed interior LED lighting or winches, or you want to wire in a garage door opener, you can do all of those things to one of the 3 exterior accessory controls that are on the IDLink Maestro RR2. And with the simple press of a button, you can activate those, turn those on or off. Maestro allows you to program these outputs in different ways, whether it's latched or pulsed or timed outputs, so you can get incredibly creative with how you use this accessory control source found only in our 10.1-inch floating panel receivers. Outside of that, this receiver has some really unique properties inside of the audio settings, like a parametric EQ, the time alignment options, and so much more. When we're looking at sound quality, this is where you want to land when you're trying to put together the perfect piece to the puzzle that is an audiophile grade installation. Now these receivers also have several adjustments on the receiver screen, allowing you to move it up and down or in and out so that it can be more versatile in all the applications that you would need in those installations. Something I love even more that's found inside of these receivers is the ability to access our 3-way crossover mode. Now this is really cool for somebody like me who's an installer at heart. Coming from an install bay, I like to simplify the solution if I possibly can. 3-way crossover mode allows us to essentially turn this receiver into an entry-level DSP. Now I say entry-level because obviously a full-blown DSP will allow you much more adjustments. But when we take that 3-way crossover mode and we activate that, that turns our front, rear, and subwoofer pre-outs into a high-pass, bandpass, and a low-pass output, allowing you to create those specific frequency ranges to go out. Then when you stack that up with the time alignment options and the parametric EQ that's found in this receiver, it gives you a powerful receiver to have some great listening experiences and to simplify that installation solution at the very same time. Even on the backside, there's some connection options that I find to be an amazing resource. One of those is the HDMI input. Personally, I'm an iPhone user, and for Apple, it's very hard to find a way to mirror our devices. That HDMI input allows us to get around that. But at the end of the day, it's the same type of HDMI input as you'd find on a receiver. So ultimately, you can connect any device that can be connected through an HDMI into this input. And when we're looking at input options, we have to mention the fact that this receiver comes with 4 camera inputs, allowing you to have a front, rear, left, and right camera all integrated into this receiver so that your customers have the ultimate experience when it comes to vehicle safety and driving at the same time. Once again, Josh here from KENWOOD. Thanks for joining us to talk about the DMX1057XR. If you're looking for any more information on this, you can find anything and everything you would want to know about it on our website, kenwood.com.